Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Shamrock Fighting Championships Bantamweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the title MMA blue corner, a mixed martial artist that stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.8 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Earnest Walls. Across the cage, his opponent tonight, fighting out of the First Form red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight, 135 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Garrett Armfield.
Definitely the home crowd for Garrett tonight. Touch of the gloves to start the fight.
Walls takes the center of the cage here. Both fighters kind of a little herky-jerky, just getting that energy out.
Oh, interesting combination coming out of Earnest. Already looking for the level change. Garrett pumping the jab wisely. Beautiful transitions.
Oh, Walls does not need to be ducking his head like that. That is a head kick knockout waiting to happen. Oh, big shot there out. Oh, Armfield is just throwing bombs at him here.
Garrett's doing a really good job of keeping an adequate range where he can be effective and Earnest cannot.
Flying knee.
Transition into a scramble. Earnest looking for the double. Garrett wisely keeping his hips about him. Secures the double of his own, not even a double, but more of like a body lock.
Now ends up inside control here.
Let's see what Earnest does. He's got the overhook. Garrett transitioning, good wrist control here, looking to try to isolate the arm closest to him for a crucifix position and maybe land some elbows. Earnest, nice little transition though.
He's trying there definitely to get back to a better position.
You can tell when fighters have had some experience when they're in bad positions and they kind of stay relaxed. Earnest is kind of showing that. Good body shots coming out of Garrett though.
Yeah, Earnest gives up his back though.
Uh-oh. Garrett working in for that rear naked choke.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Ernest looking like he doesn't.
Position.
Yeah, Ernest looking like he doesn't know what to do in this position. Immediately flatten him out. This might be all over, Jeremy. Garrett secures the hooks.
Armfield trying to finish the fight here. Tries to get that in.
This is deep. It's over.
Flatten him down. Can he finish it?
Ernest trying as hard as he can, but not intelligently defending the choke.
Oh, goodness. Trying to. He doesn't even have the 2-on-1 to try to finish.
No, it's over.
That is the end of the fight.
Beautiful display by Garrett Armfield.
A huge one here for Garrett Armfield coming in to Shamrock FC and making a statement. Arian, what did you see out of the short time of him in the cage?
Yeah, I mean, Garrett obviously looks like he's, well and composed in there. Great combinations from a range where he's effective, not overstaying his welcome and allowing Earnest to kind of retaliate with big power. And when Earnest was trying to get the fight to the ground, he was able to kind of transition with him, scramble with him, keep his wits about him, and ultimately get the choke himself. Very good display of both striking and wrestling / jiu-jitsu.
Let's send this one up to the cage to Joe Parisi to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to a close at 1 minute, 53 seconds of the very first round. Your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Garrett Armfield.
A huge statement made here in the Shamrock FC Bantamweight division. Garrett Armfield taking the win over Earnest Walls. But coming up next, Ariane, it is time for our co-main event of the evening as Sean Scott takes on Carl Jefferson.